Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Teen Take and Make. This week we're going to make our own game board mats. In your kits this week you're going to find a plastic white tablecloth and some paint. You'll also need a paintbrush, some sort of writing utensil, and I suggest a ruler and a level. While not necessary, the ruler and the level might make your job a little easier. Now it's a little bit tricky to see, but what I'm going to do is start by measuring out the length of our tablecloth and dividing it in 3. I'm doing this because I aim to have 3 separate games present on this board and I want them evenly spaced. Next up, once I've got that area marked out, I'm going to start by marking a standard Tic Tac Toe board. But before I get to the board itself, what I'm showing you here is the general area in which I'm going to be creating the board, including the creases which are going to help me keep my game board centered. I'm going to start by using some paint to mark the center line on my tic-tac-toe board. And while I'm using a level here to try and keep my center line as straight as I can, I want to remind you, if you're borrowing tools from other members of your family, to make sure you keep them nice and tidy, and either that they're okay with a little bit of paint getting on them, or you take lots of care to make sure you clean them up afterwards. Next up, you're going to see me measure and divide that line we just created into thirds, and then bisect it with 2 equally spaced lines to create our tic-tac-toe board. Afterwards, you just need a little bit of time to let your paint dry so we can move on to the next game board. After your paint is dry, you're going to see me move on to measuring out a checkerboard, which is going to involve me making an 8x8 grid of squares, so lots of math here today. You're going to take the surface area you're going to play on, you're going to divide each direction by 8, and then you're going to paint in every other square to give you a checkerboard. For a little bit better visualization, you're aiming for something that looks like this. Lastly, we're going to make a Mancala game board, which is going to require us to divide the length of our game board by 8 and then the middle 6 sections by 2. For a little bit extra clarity, just follow along once I start painting. By the end of the day, you'll have a portable, reusable game board that might look something like this. We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.